Hi, I'm Ed Baldwin with your weekly wrap-up for Friday, March the 24th. Well, the market started the week lower on continued selling pressure, but then they did manage to find some bargain buying and lift prices off their lows. Corn finished the week higher on more export sales to China, while wheat were mixed over the week. Soybeans, they were down as the available South American harvest weighed on prices, and canola finished lower as well, but well off of its lows. The U.S. Fed raised their interest rate 25 basis points, which did put the equity markets on the defensive. Our May canola contract this week, well, it finished a little bit lower. It was down another $8.20 a ton, and it closed out at $743.40. The canola ended the week lower once again, pressured early in the week on a drop in the world vegetable oil markets, but then managed to rally on some short covering technical buying. The May soybean contract, well, it was down 49 cents this week, closing out at $14.28. The May corn contract, as we said, it was up. It gained 9 cents over the week and closed out at $6.43. The May oat contract was also up this week. It gained 21 cents for the week and closed at $3.69. And our May Minneapolis spring wheat contract, well, it was down marginally, down 3 cents for the week, closing at $8.58. The wheats, well, they were down for most of this week, but then they rallied as rumors fly that Russia is considering an export ban on their wheat to support their domestic pricing. The U.S. wheats finished the week on a mixed note, with Kansas wheat up and Chicago and Minneapolis wheats lower. Our Canadian dollar this week, well, it was back and forth over the week. It did close a little bit lower, down 13 basis points, closing at 72.89. The crude oil contract, well, it bounced after last week's sell-off. It gained $2.33 this week a barrel and closed at 69.26. For next week, well, next week USDA will be releasing their prospective planting report on Friday, March the 31st, and we'll look for the corn and soybean markets to bounce around as they position ahead of this report. And canola, well, it did end up breaking last week's low that we talked about and moved down to touch the 715 area. And that said, we did, though, have a good bounce in the canola market, and it looks like canola is trying to form a bottom. So, we'll be looking for canola to have some follow-through strength here and for prices to trade in that 715 to 760 range. We'll need to have a decisive close above 760 to extend the gains. And for spring wheat, well, we'll look for prices to trade on either side of the 850 area as it tries to assess the news out of Russia over this potential wheat export ban. We could see wheat prices go and try and test that $8.80 area of resistance. I'm Ed Baldwin with your weekly wrap-up for Friday, March the 24th.